Welcome to Module 1. What is e-waste and why does it matter? Part of the CircleWaste project, which supports the development of a circular economy in the Adriatic Ionian region. Electronic waste is one of the fastest-growing waste streams worldwide, creating serious environmental, health, and economic challenges. In this video, we will explain what e-waste is, how EU classifies e-waste, and why it has become a global issue. Also, what are options for reuse, proper ways of managing e-waste, and what are the consequences of poor management? Electronic waste, or e-waste, refers to all items of electrical and electronic equipment and its parts that have been discarded by its owner as waste without the intent of reuse. It includes devices that depend on electricity or electromagnetic fields to function, for example, devices with plugs, batteries, or electronic circuits, that is broken, obsolete, or no longer wanted. The European Union classifies electrical and electronic equipment into 6 main categories under the Waste Electrical and Electronic Equipment Directive. The first category is temperature exchange equipment. These are devices that use fluids or gases to cool or heat. Examples include refrigerators, freezers, air conditioners, and heat pumps. The second category covers screens and monitors. This includes televisions, computer monitors, LED screens, and laptops, with screens larger than 100 square centimeters. The third category consists of lamps, such as fluorescent tubes, high-intensity discharge lamps, and LED lamps. These often require specific treatment due to the materials they contain. The fourth category includes large equipment, meaning devices with at least one external dimension of 50 centimeters or more. Examples are washing machines, dishwashers, ovens, fitness machines, and vending machines. The fifth category is small equipment, with dimensions under 50 centimeters. This group includes vacuum cleaners, microwaves, electric tools, cameras, toys, and certain medical devices. Finally, the sixth category is small IT and telecommunications equipment, also under 50 centimeters. This includes mobile phones, routers, keyboards, tablets, and GPS devices. This classification helps public authorities organize collection, reporting, and recycling systems across the European Union. According to the Global E-Waste Monitor, 2024, in 2022, Europe generated about 17.6 kilograms of e-waste per person and formally collected and recycled about 7.5 kilograms per person, compared with the global average of around 7.8 kilograms generated per person and much lower documented recycling. The most effective solution is prevention, avoiding unnecessary purchases and choosing durable, repairable electronics, and extending the lifespan of devices through proper maintenance and responsible use. Reuse is another key step. Donating or refurbishing electronics keeps them in circulation longer and delays waste generation. When devices can no longer be reused, recycling allows valuable materials like metals and rare elements to be recovered. Recovery focuses on extracting energy from non-recyclable parts, while disposal remains the last and least desirable option due to environmental risks. By prioritizing prevention, reuse, and recycle, we move toward a more sustainable and circular approach to electronics. Reuse is one of the most effective strategies for reducing e-waste. Extending the lifespan of electronic devices significantly reduces waste generation and carbon emissions. Repairing and refurbishing devices allows products to remain in circulation longer. Donation and second-hand markets provide affordable access to electronics while preventing premature disposal. At a systemic level, public authorities and producers are encouraged to support design for durability and repairability, in line with the EU Circular Economy Action Plan. Reuse is considered a more sustainable solution than recycling because it keeps products in use for longer and delays the generation of waste. Proper management of electronic waste begins with separate collection. E-waste should never be disposed of together with mixed household waste. Instead, it must be delivered to authorized collection points or take-back systems. Once collected, electronic waste undergoes environmentally sound treatment processes. hazardous substances are safely removed, and valuable materials such as copper, aluminum, and precious metals are recovered for reuse in new products. Within the European Union, proper management is regulated by the Waste Electrical and Electronic Equipment Directive, which sets requirements for collection, treatment, recycling, and reporting. Ensuring compliance with these rules protects the environment, reduces health risks, and supports the transition towards a circular economy. Poor management of electronic waste has serious environmental, health, and economic consequences. From an environmental perspective, e-waste contains hazardous substances such as lead, mercury, and cadmium. When electronic devices are improperly dismantled, burned, or disposed of in landfills, these toxic materials can contaminate soil, groundwater, and air. In addition, the failure to recover valuable materials increases the need for new mining activities, which further contributes to environmental degradation and greenhouse gas emissions. In terms of health impacts, exposure to toxic substances released from e-waste poses significant risks. According to the World Health Organization, contact with heavy metals and harmful chemicals can lead to neurological damage, respiratory diseases, and developmental disorders, particularly in children. Workers in informal recycling sectors are especially vulnerable due to unsafe working conditions and lack of protective measures. Economically, poor e-waste management results in the loss of valuable secondary raw materials, including gold, copper, and rare earth elements. When valuable materials from e-waste are not properly recovered, economies lose access to important resources and become more dependent on costly primary raw material extraction and imports. E-waste is a growing global challenge driven by increasing consumption and rapid technological change. Responsible consumption, longer product lifespans, and proper recycling are essential to protect resources and support a more sustainable future. Thank you for watching. Learn more about the CircleWaste project on our website and follow us on Instagram and Facebook for updates on circular economy and e-waste management.